It's been a minute since I've done a cute solo date, so I decided to book myself a baking class. I would say I'm a decent baker. I actually tried to get serious with baking. I bought the tools, but they've been catching dust. Today we're baking a lemon drizzle cake, scones, madeleines, and Italian coconut maroons. Here's us doing the parchment paper hack the teacher showed us to make the perfect circle for the cake tin. As the first thing we're making is a lemon drizzle cake, which is my favorite cake. So I've made plenty before, and it always turned out good if I say so myself. And not that there was really room for error in this class because everything was measured out for us, so it was pretty easy to follow. Whilst the cake was baking in the oven, we got shown how to do the icing, which I already knew how to do. It's very simple: granulated sugar with lemon juice, which we set aside until the cake was done, and then we moved over to the scones, which I've never made before, but I do love a scone with some clotted cream and some strawberry jam. Mixing this low-key felt like I was doing upper body day. I'm not gonna lie, it took some elbow grease, and embarrassingly my upper body strength is at an all-time low right now, so this got tiring real quick. Then it was time to cut the dough into circular shapes, place them on the baking tray, and then also give them a nice egg wash before popping them in the oven. By this time my cakes were done, they came out nice and golden, and it was time to ice them. I popped some holes at the top of the cake to make sure the ice actually went through the cake a little bit, and voila, here it is looking nice and glazed. We put that aside to set a little bit. If only you can smell the room at this point. The scones were also done. They came out looking nice. We took a little break and had them with some butter and jam, and they were so delicious, so good. I was so proud of myself. We added the last finishing touches to the lemon drizzle cake. We dusted it off with some granulated sugar, and I was so proud of this as well. It was looking so good. I was really feeling like a real baker. The next thing we baked was the Italian coconut maroons, and this was the easiest thing that we baked as it only consists of coconut shavings, sugar, and egg whites. Once we mixed that in, we shaped it into balls and baked it. The macarons get drizzled with some chocolate, and whilst the chocolate melted, the teacher told us some facts about tempering and making chocolate, and I didn't know how hard it was to temper and make chocolate. The macarons didn't take long to cook. Our one came out looking nice, but some macarons from the other group came out looking weird, and we were unsure as to why that happened. I drizzled the macarons with some chocolate and did a quick taste test, and they were really good. The last thing we baked was the madeleines. This was quite easy to follow, but I did end up making the mistake of dusting the tray with flour as opposed to icing sugar. I was dusting it, and then something clicked. I was like, wait, am I meant to be dusting flour or icing sugar? And it was meant to be icing sugar, but I just overcompensated with the icing sugar so we couldn't taste it, and it was fine. They turned out great. We then had to flip them over, and this is everything that we baked on the day. I was so super proud. Everything also tasted really, really good. This was a fun solo date to do. I do need to find another baking class a bit more advanced, so this was quite easy. If you do have any suggestions, do let me know in the comments.